I saw on LinkedIn that MS is hiring for interns, so applied on their careers portal without any referral. Used a GFG and LeetCode and various GitHub repositories and all. And also I referred a book, Cracking the Coding Interview. Also, if you're getting a chance to do internship, do not miss that, because that adds up to your.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for such an amazing response to all the videos that you are showing. We have recently hit the number of 5K. So 5K is such a small number, but the love that you people are showing, it's like countless. I would say it's like number can't define that love. So keep supporting, keep liking, keep sharing this content if you find this content genuine. So today I'm here with the third episode of Let's Talk Internship series, and I have with me my very special guest. She's Nishtha Gupta. She's a pre-final year undergraduate at Maharaja Agarsen Institute of Technology, and she has recently cracked an internship offer from Morgan Stanley. So Morgan Stanley is a multinational investment bank headquartered in USA. So we talk about this company. It is like from the point of view of work culture and from the point of view of CTC and stipend that it pays. It's comparable to any FANG, right? So the normal base salary is close to 13 lakhs and the CTC that it offers is close to 25.3 lakhs, so it's close to 26 lakhs. So we talk about the stipend and that it gives, it's close to 87,000 per month stipend when you are staying at, like, basically the location that we have for Morgan Stanley is Mumbai. So these are some of the things related to Morgan Stanley, but how Nishtha cracked this internship offer from Morgan Stanley without any referral, just applying on the career site and getting the test link, getting the interview rounds, and finally getting the offer. So this will help you know how you can, like, why you're not getting selected when you're applying on the career site directly, like what should be the important tips for your resume, like how should you curate your resume so that you can directly get further updates while applying through the career site. So let's see what Nishtha has to say about her experience, and we'll see what amazing things are going to come up in this interaction. So thank you so much, Nishtha, for accepting my invitation and coming here. So before we move on to the actual process for Morgan Stanley, let's take a quick introduction of Nishtha, where she comes from, and what she wants to tell about herself.
Yeah. So, hey everyone. Thank you, Arsh, for inviting me on your channel. Guys, I'm Nishtha, a third year student pursuing BTech from Maharaja Agrusen Institute of Technology, Delhi, majoring in IT. Basically, I'm from Kota, Rajasthan, and I recently got an internship offer from Morgan Stanley.
So that was pretty amazing, Nishtha. Like before moving on to the actual process, like I would like to know what was your college life or something that inspired you to such tech roles, or how did you like come to know about these tech roles?
College life, I would say I have enjoyed a lot, but I was always consistent with my programming part as well. And my seniors and my mentors have helped me a lot in my journey. And a balance between your fun part and your programming part is good. And also, I used to actively participate in various communities and meetup programs. And also, I was a part of placement cell in my college.
Okay, so when we talk about communities, like, do you believe these communities help us in our careers as well? Like,
yeah, if you join a good community, it do help, because like I was a part of Women Tech Makers community, Women in AI, where I have interacted with so many good people. So yeah, that helps a lot.
okay, so like community also helps us build some interpersonal skills. It helps us build the confidence that is necessary for cracking the companies, right? So I
Right.
myself have been a part of certain communities, so I can like well understand the importance of communities as well. So let's come on to like the actual process of Morgan Stanley. So was this opportunity an on-campus opportunity or was it an off-campus opportunity?
It was an off-campus opportunity. I saw on LinkedIn that MS is hiring for interns, so applied on their careers portal without any referral.
Okay, so it was without any referral, just applied on their careers portal. And like, what was the process after that? Like, you applied on the careers portal and you received something from them, right? So, like,
Yeah.
just tell us about what was the next things in the process.
After I applied, I got an email where we were asked to state our college and CGPA. Then, after a week, I received a test link, which was an AMCAT platform and consisted of three sections. First one
Okay.
was aptitude, which consisted of 7 to 8 questions of easy medium level. That time was the biggest constraint here. Second question was debugging, second section was of debugging. It consisted of around 7 to 8 questions again. And then third one was the coding part, which consisted of 3 questions of medium hard level, and the time was given around 45 minutes. Then after a month, I got a call from a recruiter that I had cleared my online test. An interview was scheduled the next day. It was a Zoom call, which lasted for around 75 minutes. And this round basically revolved around DSA part, implementation concepts, memory time concepts, OOPS, and operating system. Then the next day, I received a call that I have cleared my technical interview and my next round was scheduled, which was an HR round. And it lasted for around 45 minutes. And it was revolving around personality judgment, leadership skills, and basic discussion over my profile, projects, and internships.
Okay.
And so after 1.5 months, I just received a mail that I had been selected for the internship.
Good. So when you talk about the online test, you mentioned that there were some questions from aptitude, there were some questions from debugging and coding as well. So if you talk about the level of difficulty of these particular, for example, mental ability or debugging questions and aptitude and coding questions, so like what are the particular resources that you would think, like what was the level or what were the some of the important topics that could be there in these kind of tests? Because it's a fintech company, so mostly these companies ask some questions related to aptitude, puzzles, and some logic building, right? So, like, if you can just give us something about like what should be the preparation, like a kind of a brief about important topics in the online test.
So in the aptitude section, I don't think any much preparation is needed because there were questions were of easy medium level, and basic maths is involved like probability and all, and then logical reasoning. So I haven't done any preparation, like preparations. Then in the debugging section, it was like we were given some codes and we have to debug the errors that where it is written wrong or something. Then again, they were of easy medium level. For the coding part, they were of medium hard level. Lead code, I'm comparing it on the basis of lead code. Lead code medium to hard level. So yeah, basic like if you're preparing with the writing codes and you're consistent with the coding, it's good to go.
Okay. So that was all about the interview process, and like it was an off-campus opportunity, and you got it directly by applying on the career side. So when you come upon to particular preparation strategy, for example, a person who is in his second year, student of second year or student of third year, and he has thought of cracking Morgan Stanley. So what according to you should be the preparation strategy, or how you prepared? Like what was your in general preparation strategy? Like how did you prepare for these tech companies?
For the preparation part, I started coding from my second semester and was consistent with it. I took a course basically, and then it was an offline course, and then I started with the coding part. And then on my development side, I did machine learning. And then for practicing purposes, I used to practice as I said, I took a course. So I used to practice on their IDE, and also I used a GFG and LeetCode and various GitHub repositories and all. And also I referred a book, Cracking the Coding Interview, which is as far as considered the best resource for coding interview preparation. So these are the things I used to refer for the tech rounds.
Okay, so like this was all about how you prepared for Morgan Stanley particularly. So let's one of the most important part of the recruitment process is the initial shortlisting of your resume. So when you talk about the importance of resume, so some of the tips that you would like to give, like what should be there in a resume, what we should not put in the resume. So a bit about how we should create our resume for applying for companies. Like if you're directly applying on career site and we are thinking of shortlisting through career sites. So what according to you should be our strategy while framing our resume?
Yes, resume plays a very important role. In my case, it plays an important role in interviews as well. So in my case, in both of my interviews, my interviewer was very impressed with my resume and he mentioned that also. So I would say you should have some good projects and also be active with tech competitions. Like you should be active in all the like whatever is happening around you. So in tech competitions such as hackathons or coding competitions or various open source programs, and also be a part of some communities which will give you a chance to explore various fields. So, and also if you're getting a chance to do internship, do not miss that, because that adds up to your resume.
Yeah, prior experience matters, right?
Right.
So it takes fun. So, there is a certain discussion around the importance of competitive programming and importance of normal DSL goals. So, what are your views upon this? Like, is competitive programming a necessary thing, or like doing it from GFG or Lead Code would be sufficient for cracking tech companies?
It depends upon the company. I used to practice on GFG and LeetCode. So
Yeah.
I would say that like cracking Morgan Stanley, GFG and LeetCode is enough. And if like you should practice hard, medium hard level questions, because easy level questions they don't ask in the interviews. So LeetCode medium hard level questions help me to crack the interview.
Okay. So I think like most of the people have got an insight into how the process of Morgan Stanley was, and like what were the important things, I mean, as far as the process is concerned. So now I would like to come on to the important thing, that is like one piece of advice that you would like to give to somebody who's aiming at cracking Morgan Stanley or applying to these big tech companies.
My advice would be keep practicing DSA, and also do not cram the solutions, as in the interview you will be asked for the implementation part. And also do not ignore the core subjects like OS, operating systems, DBMS, and computer networks or OOPS. And also be consistent with programming, and also side by side do some projects, like involve yourself with the development part also. And then, yeah, mix of these things and you're good to go.
Okay.
So just be
So I
consistent
think,
with the programming, everything will follow you.
yeah. So this is pretty much it, like for Morgan Stanley, as far as I've had a very good discussion with Nishtha. So I would also once again thanks Nishtha for accepting the invitation and coming here and guiding our viewers. Thank you so much, Nishtha, once again, and good luck.
I hope this interview experience was really very insightful, like how Nishtha discussed about her getting an internship through applying on the career site, and like we're coming up with much more amazing content and amazing interview experiences, as well as more and more job openings and internship openings. Along with that, some other student programs also we are planning to come up with. So do stay tuned and like, share, and subscribe this channel for more and more amazing content ahead. Thank you so much. Good luck. Bye bye.